Shakur Stevenson, he was supposed to line it up with Emmanuel Navarrate in September. They was negotiating a fight between these two guys in September, but I guess it fell through. So uh, Emmanuel Navarrete, he will not be fighting Shakur Stevenson. Instead, he's going to be fighting a guy named Eduardo Baez on August 20th. I think actually Shakur, they were trying to get a fight with Navarrete in September or August or September, but it fell through. Don't know exactly what happened. Uh, as everybody know, Manuel Navarrete is not even in Shakur's division. He's at 126. He's a champion down there. That's the same division as Gary Russell Jr. Shakur Stevenson is at 130. He's a two-time champion at 130. He has two of the belts. Shakur has the WBO and the WBC 130-pound titles. There's only two belts left to get at 130, which is the IBF and the WBA. And the WBA is held by Roger Gutierrez. And I believe the the other strap is held by I forgot the guy's name. Joe Cordina, I believe that's his name. Yeah, he has the IBF. So if Shakur Stevenson can line it up with them, which he wants to be undisputed at 130 before he decides to move up. But it's pretty clear that Bob Arum is not very interested in Shakur being the undisputed champion. Which, I mean, this is what I mean, man. Like the dude want to be great. He want to become undisputed. He want all of the belts. He's willing to do that before he moves out of 130, and Bob Arum wants to pretty much stamp that out. He more cares about his pockets than Shakur's legacy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think Shakur need to get the fuck out of Top Rank, man. I don't know what his contract is like, but these dudes keep fucking with Top Rank, bro. They gonna keep becoming stagnant, bro. Shakur has his two belts, cool, but that's not where he want to stop. He wants to get the other two straps. But he's tried to line it up with, he tried to throw Manuel Navarrete in the mix, and he's not even at 130, man. He's at 126. So I guess Navarrete would have came up to fight him for his titles, because Navarrete is a belt holder down at 126 as well. But likely he would have went up to fight Shakur Stevenson. Navarrete's fighting a guy really with no power as a title defense. So I don't know, maybe later on in the year, maybe towards the end of the year, they'll line something up with Shakur Stevenson and Navarrete. But I don't see where that makes much sense right now. I mean, I would like to see it, but not yet, man. I would like to see Shakur collect all the belts, and then if he still decide to stay at 130, then Navarrete, he can pull Navarrete up, and then they can fight for Shakur straps. But that's a pretty good fight for Shakur, man. I think it's probably Navarrete probably one of the hardest punches Shakur faced, and Navarrete's very awkward, so Shakur would definitely have to be careful in that fight, a little bit more careful. But I still think he beats Navarrete too. I just think he's just that good. I think eventually he'll get to Navarrete. He'll frustrate him, because Navarrete fought Joet Gonzalez, same fighter that fought Shakur, and Shakur made it look easy, man. Made that shit look easy. And Navarrete, he broke Joet Gonzalez's orbital bone, but he just kept coming the whole fight, which is a little telling, because this is Navarrete, a guy with all his power and all this stuff, but he couldn't knock out Joet Gonzalez, and Joet Gonzalez had a broken eye. He was pretty much fucked up the rest of the fight. Shakur's not really known for his power like that, so it's kind of was expected for Shakur to take it 12 with Joet. But why didn't Navarrete get Joet out of there? You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't he knock him out? You know what I'm saying? But this is supposed to be this big puncher in Navarrete and stuff. But that goes to show how tough Joet Gonzalez is. So we'll see what's next for Shakur Stevenson. I think that's a good thing. I didn't want to see him fight Emmanuel Navarrete right now. I would definitely want to see him fight somebody in his own division and two other belt holders. And I think Joe Cordina had pretty much stepped to Shakur saying that he want to fight. And Shakur seems like he's hyped. He want to fight Joe Cordina. So hopefully Bob Arum will make that happen. So look for Shakur Stevenson versus Joe Cordina will probably be next for Shakur. I think that's easy work for Shakur, man. So Shakur will be able to grab a third strap, and then he'll be one more step closer to becoming undisputed. I think they need to do that quick, man. Line these fights up with Shakur, man. Cause I don't know how long he gonna be able to be at 130 and make the weight. They need to hurry up and line him up. Cause there's some big fights for Shakur, bro. Yo, the way everything is lining up for these dudes, man, between 130 and 135 is looking real good. It's looking like there's a lot of money right there. 130 to 135. 135 is where it's at, though. 135 and 147 is where it's at right now. But 135 is definitely popping with the money. So Shakur is pretty much on the brink of being a megastar, man. So you got Tank, got Devin right there, you got Ryan Garcia, you got Lomachenko. So Shakur is on his way, man. Shakur is on his way. But let me know what you think about it, man. About